Is it really a protection dog if you have no control over it? Let's talk about that today with these voiceover clips because my camera died. Yay. Today we're going to talk about protection dogs and what it means to have a protection dog. On the contrary, we're actually only talking about what it means to not have a protection dog. This is more so a rant about pet dog owners who aren't in control of their dogs and not necessarily about protection dogs at all. We just moved into our new house. Now, I like training my dog. I am competing in IGP with Cedar. You know, we're building him up for that currently. And I have a friend who's training in for PSA, and my club is all training for PSA. These are people who know what they're doing when it comes to protection dogs. Your neighbor down the street with an off-leash pit bull is not training a protection dog. Now, we've been here for a couple days. I've gone on 2 walks with Cedar. I've seen quite a few off-leash dogs. When we first were coming into this neighborhood, the day we had the U-Haul, there was an off-leash boar bull in someone's front yard, no owner in sight, no fence. It's beyond me, for one. For two, we just went on a walk, me, my fiance, and Cedar, and, you know, most people, they have their dogs in their yard. They'll have a little, it looks like a shorty bull. I've heard about this breed very recently. It'll be like a little pit bull this big. Okay. So we're going on a walk with Cedar, and we see this, like, blonde pit bull that this woman is, like, struggling to hold back. This woman's struggling to hold it back. This is, like, I don't know, 15-year-old girl struggling to hold it back. It has no leash, no collar, nothing. She's, oh my God, because me and Cedar and Kayla are walking. Cedar's not reacting. Cedar has a ball in his mouth. We're walking home. Okay? She's holding this dog very tightly. I say that very loosely. She's holding the dog, and then, for some fucking reason, lets go of it. Why did you let go of it? She's sitting right beside her back door. You can easily... And now the dog's inside. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to learn that. Nothing bad happened to my dog. Me and my fiance have been through this enough times to where we know, all right, Cedar's in the air. We were talking about, is it really air jail or is it air safety? I said it's priority air. And it's like, these people who live in this neighborhood think they have protection dogs. These people that live in this neighborhood have protection dogs because, yeah, it's not the safest area. Do you want to know why I was okay not living in the safest area? Because I have an actual dog bred for protection who I am training in protection-based scenarios. If your dog, you have no control over it, and your dog doesn't know what a protection scenario looks like, you got a loose fucking cannon. You got a loose fucking cannon, and that is what gets people and dogs killed. You know, I saw a headline the other day, the XL Bully is, the Cane Corso is the new XL Bully. Talks people in the UK who are now thinking about putting the Cane Corso on the banned breeds list. How about you get a list of all owners who are negligent to train their dogs and you put them on a do not give these fucking dumbass people dogs list. It is not hard to train a dog, whether you want to do it force-free or with all tools possible. Unless you're force-free to compulsion, there's a billion different ways to train a dog. Whichever way you train a dog, as long as it's trained and it actually listens on a dime, I don't give a rat's ass. Train it, control it, and everything's fine. But you cannot live in a neighborhood and then be like, protection dog on property, beware of dog. If you cannot hold your dog or know when to put it inside, why do you have a dog, bro? You know, frankly, I think about this shit all the time. How are people so confident having dogs they don't know how to control? That is what gets your dog killed more than anything else. Because frankly, if my dog had just gotten hurt, I would be on the phone with animal control and I would say that this dog needs to be put down. I would have got that dog put down today if my dog had gotten hurt. If I had gotten hurt or my fiance had gotten hurt. That'd be another pit bull on a list. Don't play stupid games. Control your dogs. Train your dogs. You want the dog to not bite people? Tell it no. My fiance, she's so funny. She saw this dog and it's coming at us. It's like 5-10 feet from us. She yells at it, no! And then it backs up a little bit. And this woman is still struggling to grab her dog. Now, me personally, if I don't need to grab someone's dog, I won't. I don't want to grab someone's dog if I don't have to, but it's like, I'm closer to this woman's dog than she is. You are not an old person. You are not disabled. You can run after your dog. You can get your dog. Bare minimum, your dog should have had a leash on in the first place if you can't fucking control it. I'm lucky that me and my fiance are quick thinkers. I'm lucky that I trained my dog. But we can't sit here and pretend that dog training is this like new fucking fancy thing that no one understands, and it's so extremely difficult to get into. I'm not saying I'm God's greatest holy grail of dog training. Fuck no. No. I'm like still here compared to like people on the top, okay? But people who think they got protection dogs when they have an off-leash pit bull, you're here, okay? There's so many rules and regulations and laws about protection dogs that people who have real personal protection dogs, they understand them and they have to be very careful within the eyes of the law. And they understand that. And that's a part of their training. These dumbasses who get a pit bull and then around the fucking town. Guys, are you serious? Again, this is just a rant video. I'm just ranting here today. If you got a personal protection dog for you and your less than safe neighborhood, maybe put some obedience training on it. Maybe go to your town's local decoy and show it some protection scenarios. Now more than ever, it's so much easier to get into this stuff than it was like 30 years ago. And really, the only barrier I can see is like finances. If you can't afford to go and see a decoy every weekend. Okay, fair enough. There's a reason why I'm not in Tar Heel Canine, PSA Club, because I can't afford that right now, And that's fine. I'm fine with that. So guess what? Anytime there's a decoy who I can go and afford to see, I'm going and affording to see him. Frankly, for all these people who got these backyard-ass protection dogs, put a sleeve on your uncle and call it a day. And learn how to control the dog with that, I'm just irritated because this shit has gone on forever. And these people aren't gonna change. And that's annoying. That's so annoying. If you're one of the people that I'm calling out in this video and you feel ashamed of yourself, that's not a me problem, bro. I hope you can look at the relationship you have with your dog and go, wow, yeah, I should probably hire a dog trainer. So, it's kind of the point of this video, actually. If you got a dog that acts like that, please hire a dog trainer. It's really not that hard. Hell, go pick up a book. There are so many books on even Amazon. $10 book. Spend $50 on books. Read them over the next month. You'll have a better dog than half of them in your neighborhood. Just by reading a book. You didn't spend any money on a trainer. You might have spent maybe $50 on dog training tools. Don't buy a shock collar. Don't do that. You're going to spend $350 on tools if you're doing e-collar training, just to let you know. But if you're just buying a prong collar and a good leash, you just spent $50 on training and it made your relationship this much better. I'm not saying that a prong collar would do that entirely. Everything, there's nuance. Listen to the nuance. I'm not saying every word ever. All I'm saying is I'm going to keep walking my dog in this neighborhood and he's going to become the most unfazed German Shepherd that you'll ever see. Communication with your dog is not difficult. Training your dog is not difficult. The opinions I had 2 years ago when it came to dog training are very different than the opinions I have now. Yes, absolutely. But at the end of the day, my first dog was still a trained dog. If you watch my first video on this channel where I say, just a trans man and his dog, you'll hear exactly why I got my first dog. I got my first dog because I was moving to a new town, not this one. I moved to a new town with my fiance, and I was like, I'm just this little short guy who doesn't know any protection skills for my own body. A dog that looks scary is going to be more of a deterrent than me going, hey, leave me alone, bro. Meanwhile, if you got a dog standing in front of you, say, leave me alone, bro. They go, whoa, that thing bite? Yeah, he does. Fuck out of here. And they don't even need to know that he doesn't bite. That dog did not bite. Yeah, it's beyond me how people are so comfortable having these untrained dogs running around, knowing the fact that if your untrained dog becomes a liability, your untrained dog might die. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Hope y'all have a great day. Train your dogs and they won't die.